This is the story of a twisted mind and AI, artificial intelligence. Last November, 41-year-old child psychiatrist David Tatum was sentenced to 40 years in prison on child pornography charges. More now from the FBI on AI generated images in this case and what it could mean in the future. From the FBI, quote, when 41-year-old child psychiatrist David Tatum was sentenced on child pornography charges in November, his multiple victims stood up in court and read statements describing how they felt victimized by his actions, taking decades old childhood photographs and converting them into pornographic images. Quote, it's a very strange and an unsettling realization that as an adult woman in her 40s, I became a victim of child pornography. Unquote. One woman said in her victim impact statement at the North Carolina doctor's November 8th sentencing in 2023. Tatum was found guilty last May of producing, transporting, and possessing images and videos of child pornography, including secret recordings he made of minor girls undressing and showering between July of 2016 and 2021. He was also found to have used generative artificial intelligence, AI, to digitally alter clothed images of minors into child pornography. Generative AI lets users easily create a new content based on inputs, like existing images and detailed descriptions. In Tatum's case, inputs include old photographs of classmates and others who were under 18 when the pictures were taken. FBI Charlotte Special Agent Scott Atwood and Marissa Brown, who led the investigation into Tatum, said the AI generated images were extremely realistic. They said a priority in their case was determining how and where the images were produced and if they were generated using a real person. Quote, if so, that's a real live victim that we need to be considering, unquote, Atwood said. It turned out there were multiple victims. One woman, now in her 40s, said the image of her that Tatum altered and sexualized was from a photograph taken more than 2 decades ago. She and others were smiling and waiting for the bus on the first day of school when she was 15. David Tatum took that cherished memory and turned it into a new memory, one that elicits nausea, fear, and overwhelming discomfort and distrust within me, she said. This case was the first of its kind in the Western District of North Carolina. Federal prosecutors were able to charge him with possession of child pornography related to the AI-generated images because the images were based on real minors, and the hyper-realistic AI renderings met the federal threshold for being sexually explicit. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.